Who's on first?
Yeah.
I mean the guy's name.
Who?
The guy playing first.
Who?
The guy playing first base.
Who?
The guy on first base.
Who is on first?
What are you asking me for? I don't know.
Now, wait a minute.
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's his name.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy on first.
That's it.
because I almost started info dumping about Pathfinder after looking at it the other day, and I was like, wait, we should save this. And you know, if I've been talking to you like offline, you already know what I'm about to talk about, but you know, I decided to send Salix the Pathfinder character sheet as someone who's only just recently started playing 5e. And how did you respond to that again?
What? I don't know what I'm looking at. What the fuck am I looking at with that?
That is completely fair. Oh, this is loud. 1 second. You're good. You can keep going. I just need to turn down the volume.
No, I was, my model is doing the thing where it doesn't want to stay connected again. I was gonna
I don't understand why yours does that.
I don't know. It will just, like, sometimes it's perfectly fine, and then other times it's like, no, I don't want to do this.
I'm just not feeling it today, huh?
Yeah, so I was going to try to disconnect it and reconnect it.
Fair enough.
Please work. Hello? Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? No, she's not. You know what? You guys can just stare at it. It's a pretty model, so like you can just look at the pretty model.
It is a pretty model. Listen, just get vtube and just set it up as a PNG tuber. You can do it. I believe in you.
Okay, no joke. So I might actually have to switch over to that.
No.
It's not connecting at all now, and I don't know why.
I have become breakfast again.
Look, Golan got his egg cracking, so he's happy. He got to crack the eggy before things broke. Why are you doing this? It connected for like half a second and then stopped. Okay, fine. Hello?
Why am I getting hit? What is it?
Huh?
Paper. He likes to jump scare me with the frickin' he loves tits. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, to be fair.
Yeah, I get it. But yeah, I mean, hi, Kadris.
Hi, chat.
Back on track a little bit. Yeah, I decided.
My thing decided to die. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm listening. I'm just switch from this to.
No. But yeah, I decided to show Salix without the book as well, just the character sheet. And I think I jump scared her a little bit there.
It is mildly terrifying to look at.
Yeah, it is definitely less straightforward. You can't be on track. It's out of character. Shut up. I'm trying, okay? I try to be a good host and a good streamer.
Character sheet notebook. Wild. Every time. Everything going on here is a good time in Salix anytime. Look.
Yeah, so the biggest thing for me is that like 5e is very on rails. Like once you've picked out your subclass and your like, you know, the base characteristics, you're pretty much on rails after that point. I don't know if you looked at all of the pages, but those feats replace basically special abilities. You get to pick whatever you want to do.
Oh, huh.
Which, being spoiled for choice, is very uncomfortable for some people, and I totally understand that. I am not one of those people.
Yeah, no, I am very much one of those people. Like, just glancing at it, it's like, oh, I don't like that. I don't think I like that at all.
Like, I didn't even finish making my character sheet the other day, and I was like, I'm just gonna make a level 1 character, and I'm just like, why is this pain? Because I haven't even picked out feats or anything yet. Like, I haven't even picked out the first level stuff.
Oh my god. Yeah, Seth swears it's the better system and stuff. And it's
Zed
like...
has probably been playing as long as I have, though.
Oh no, boxes, math, numbers, what do? Okay, but you don't understand, Fanari. I legitimately, when I was looking at my D&D character sheet that August had made me, it's like, Faye, I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Hey, it only took you like 30 minutes to get it. That's an accomplishment, trust me.
Yeah. Icy Alex found you on Twitter and came to support. Well, thank you. I'm glad you decided to stop by. You missed the model deciding it was going to break tonight, so...
Are you already on Veto?
Yeah, I just switched it over real fast because I had that one PNG set up, so...
I see. I should probably actually check and see if mine is working. I'm paranoid now. Alright, check. How am I looking?
Also, this game is pure serotonin. It really is. Thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoy your time here. This game's really good, and it's really good for streams like this where you can just chat with friends.
Yeah, we actually need to move. We need to talk about the main piece, the thing that overwhelmed you before we even tried Pathfinder. How was D&D?
Last time? I believe YouTube, there's a video that breaks down 5 character sheets. It's around 5 minutes. Yeah, so it's, so the level up thing, wasn't ready for that. Wasn't ready for that at all. But, yeah, so, chat, if you guys missed it, I played D&D for the first time recently. I ended up having a lot of fun, even though I was, real close to, like, a full-on meltdown at one point in time, because they just, like... I appreciate it because they were all trying to help, but it was also like they were just throwing things at me. And it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. What is going on? What? Because what was it? The deck of many. It's one of the decks.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was not expecting them to throw at you. If I had known, I would have prepared you better. Because let me tell you, like, I don't know exactly, like, I've never had to use it before.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that there are people who have used it who have had game-ending scenarios because of the deck of many things.
Yeah, that was a time. A feeling you get when you're cleaning ghosting. The ding is very satisfying, yes. To be fair, most people
says,
typically play with those. Hmm?
Yeah, Kadra says, well, you aren't just staring into our souls, which I assume is what was happening there, and hold on,
Yeah.
I don't remember my hotkeys, so I can't do the yandere look, and I'm sad.
Oh no!
I will find it one day, or I will just let them mess with it.
Plane is loosely used here. For the most part, they just waited for wild magic and deck of many things to happen and then progress.
Man, I did not expect people to just use that. All of the donations is just like, I'm just going to constantly apply intrusions.
I mean, it was a really clever way to get donations, especially since it was a charity stream.
Oh yeah, that was great.
I held back and tried to play nice. Yeah, Cadris was actually Golan got me cursed with the same curse twice.
Was it the deck of many things again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, so it was supposed to be a one-shot, right? Between the deck of many things, the wild magic, and just us goofing around, we've managed to turn it into where we've made our own side quest. So now we've got to go find this keep that Jorge 3 has. It's his birthright. And we're going to go try to take it back from the monsters and stuff. And it's like, okay. But yeah, by the end of it, I don't think we actually had a single, scripted combat situation.
I've definitely seen those happen, definitely had those moments before. There was at one time where we tried to break our way out of a prison, not understanding that the DM's intention was just, literally just sit tight for, 5 minutes. And instead we tried to break out, and all hell broke loose. We all biffed our rolls, and I had to sit there and be like, hey, can we have like a redo, please? And it was like the one time our DM gave us a redo.
Oh my god, that's amazing. It's funny not being a D&D player and having no idea what you're all yapping about. To be fair, I would not call myself a D&D player. That was my very first game. I am still high key confused about a lot of the information that they were throwing at me and stuff. But it was also a lot of fun. Like, what? I decided I wanted to instead of attacking the baby mimic, I was like, yeah, if you roll the right rolls, you can befriend them. And so I ended up with a baby mimic. Which then, I think was that a deck of many things, or was that a wild? It was one of the decks again, too, where it's like, it was supposed to be ducklings, I think? But then it's like, Cage was like, make it the mimics. Like, so however, like, many, you rolled on like a D10, was it, or something like that? Like, it was one of the dice, and you're supposed to roll it, and whatever number it landed on was how many ducklings, like, imprinted on you, basically. So I ended up with 3 baby mimics.
Amazing.
It's like, you know what, we'll take this.
Yeah, you told me about that, and I was like, how did that happen? I had breakfast again.
And then what? I murdered a cabbage man.
Yeah, tell me what happened there.
I think there was some other.
Because all I heard was like you set a cabbage man on fire, basically.
Well, okay. So when they decided to jump scare me with the level up, that I didn't fully understand, right? Apparently, you got a rare item or something too.
Huh, okay.
And so August picked from this list, and it was a necklace of fireballs. And then he rolled, and I had 5 fireballs on the necklace. And so the delivery was supposed to be, we had this cake, and, we couldn't drop it, XYZ or whatever. And so it's like, okay, cool. And so this cabbage cart started running at us, like... And we tried a couple of different things. Like, the Horror Haze tried to stop it, and they couldn't stop it. We tried to distract it because cake was one of the words that became a thing where if you said it, it would, just spawn randomly or whatever.
I see.
That didn't work.
Are you using the stool, by the way? Because I'm not reaching certain parts of this.
No, I am not currently. Go for it.
Did they just not give the stool? Or did you, like, grab it, is what I'm asking.
No, I haven't touched it.
They didn't give us a stool. What is this?
Well, that's not good.
Well...
Never mind that.
Yeah, I guess that's that. I'm just not gonna get the top of this gnome.
Well, couldn't you have said cake a bunch of times to make an
jump.
infinite wall? I mean, maybe if we had tried, we could have tried that. But yeah, so we tried saying cake to hit the wheels and divert it, right? That didn't work. So I was just like, hey, how's this necklace work again? And they were all like, oh dear, oh no. And technically, I missed my roll, right? So I fumbled it, right? But he's like, okay,
you
here's
don't
seven
really
ones.
miss with fireball.
Well, it's like I didn't get what I was aiming for, technically. But he's like, so here's zone 1, here's zone 2, and here's zone 3. And zone 3 was where the cabbage cart was. So I still got zone 3. It just happened to get the cabbage seller while we were at it.
Yeah, because it's fireball. That has a radius. It's like an explosion.
Look, I stopped the cabbage cart before it could take the cake out, so...
Questioning your method. Listen, I am the queen of fucking things up and... listen, I don't have a small graveyard of characters behind me for no reason, okay?
Yeah, they were just like, why though? And it's like, why not? It's worked, didn't it?
Yeah?
So...
It's wizard time, mother...
This sounds like a cake in Avatar. Yeah, he was definitely referencing the Avatar Cabbage Man with that thing. But, we don't have to worry about that anymore now, do we?
The reason they gave was it was a delayed fireball bead, so they had to be... okay, that makes a little more sense. Still, it's fireball! Like, That's like throwing a grenade. It's just like, hey, would you like a grenade the size of a bead?
I mean, look, I'm not the one who picked the item house.
Oh no, I love it. You know, like, it just purely feeds into the chaos. I can appreciate that. It's still just like, yeah, it's still gonna hit.
Throwing out fireballs, like, get your Avatar reference out of here. Yeah, it was great. And then they were like, wait, what's your alignment again? And I looked at the sheet and it's like, chaotic neutral. And they stopped for like half a second before, no, that makes sense.
I didn't know people paid attention to alignments. I'm just like, listen, I'm just gonna do what I do.
They were like, oh, you know what, that tracks. And I was just sitting there cackling the whole time.
I get it.
So it's like, let that be a warning of what kind of player I'm gonna end up being.
You're gonna do just fine.
But yeah, like I said, it was a lot of fun. Like, what? I think we spent like 40 minutes watching this death fight, like between Kaya's character and the embodiment of death, which ended up catching most of the building on fire with I think Fireball was that one. What was it? So Fion fought death, ended up winning somehow, but fought death, and then Weaver, the other character, it was one of the deck cards because of course it was.
Yeah.
And it was like cast a level 3 fireball on yourself type of thing.
What?
Yeah. And so I got lucky. I was nowhere near them. So I wasn't, in the range. But the other two were.
Uh-huh.
And knocked one of them completely out. Like, killed him. Knocked him out cold.
Yeah.
Took the other one
were
and
only what, like level 5?
Level 3. I was level 4
Okay.
after the random magic card that got me up. But...
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense then.
But it's like, so I wasn't anywhere near them. Weaver was nearly wiped out. Fion was wiped out. But I guess August decided because he didn't want to like kill us because it was supposed to be a one shot and 2 of us were new.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, okay, it's just gonna knock them out. And then somehow they had a deck card, which then turned around and erased the fireball incident completely. Because it was like the one where it's like, yeah, erase one event or something like that. But so we didn't get to fight the thing we were supposed to fight because before that, Weaver had ended up with the first Jorge. So Jorge took care of the scripted fight while we had nothing to do with it.
What is Jorge?
What Weaver, she ended up, one of her things was that it summoned a knight. And we ended up naming him Jorge.
I see. Okay.
That was the first Jorge. And then Jorge got a Jorge. Because the knight ended up with a knight somehow. And then there was a third one that came from a wish because the second Jorge ended up with like 3 wishes somehow.
Oh man, okay, well I do hope I get to watch this VOD at some point. The Summon Loyal Squire card. Okay. And then they multiplied. I mean, listen, a knight... You'll know what an Echo Knight is. It's just an Echo Knight with extra steps.
So yeah, by the end of it we had 3 knights. And the third one came into existence through a wish, and it was mostly Golan Swat if we're being honest, because he kept having us draw from the deck, and so he had the first knight draw from the deck, which is how we got the second knight. The second knight got 3 wishes, which is how we got the third knight. The third knight got a card which apparently was, yeah, you're the by birthright, you have a keep somewhere, but it's overrun by monsters, so you have to take it back from the monsters. So that's how we ended up turning this one shot into hey, we've got to do a second part now.
Oh wow, okay.
So which means, hey, can I do things with mimics? Because I've got 3 of them.
that is gonna be up to your DM.
I'm pretty sure he's at the point where if I can figure it out, he's going to let me get away with it.
Oh
So-
my goodness.
Just judging on the fact that he let the knight have a knight, which then wished into existence another knight, I feel like if we can think it up and explain it logically enough, he'll let us get away with it.
Maybe.
So
I'm just kind of astonished on how, like, sideways this went.
And then what? The second delivery, I think we were supposed to fight the baby mimic. I decided I wanted it as a pet, and I rolled high enough to get it as a pet, so we didn't have to do that fight. The third encounter, it was one of the decks ended up where one of the thugs grew a bunch of extra arms, which scared off the thugs we were supposed to fight.
That was not the direction I was expecting.
And then the thing with the cabbage man happened. So
The
yeah,
Cabbage Man want.
his cabbage cart he lost control of it. It was like the Avatar joke, I think. So it's
Oh, I thought it was like a moment of like, yes, the Cabbage Man is attacking you.
no, he lost control of the cart. So we were trying to stop the cart before it could like destroy the cake.
Okay.
We stopped the cart. Like I want
Yeah.
it on record. I stopped the cart.
See, cabbages are pure evil, so it was an acceptable sacrifice, Cadris.
Knights of the Table of Jorge. You won, but at what cost? A fireball. I only have 4 now.
Oh no, whatever will you do? A level 4 character with a fireball who doesn't even. Oh, you do cast magic. You're not even supposed to have access to that spell.
And then I think I came to realize that I'm going to be one of those players who legitimately just has a bunch of notes written down all over every scrap of paper.
Being a note taker in D&D is considered like being an MVP.
Cabbage is neutral evil vegetables. But yeah, like I legitimately messaged after the fact. It's like, wait,
Okay, it's cool.
did we end up keeping this, and this? Like, because it's like, look, if we're using the same characters for another story, I want to make sure everything's up to date, you know?
Makes sense.
So, yeah, I had a good time. I feel like Salix needs to chill solo one shot just to get comfy. And they can ask questions. Honestly, yeah, that would be nice. Like, I was like, I was kind of following along, but I was like very confused a good chunk of the time, if I'm being completely honest.
I mean, there was words I had and then I lost them. I'm gonna go start on the other side so we can just meet in the middle again.
Okay.
But, it just takes some practice and time, and I mean, now is also a great time to ask questions. Like, that was one thing I meant to ask you, like, what was like, the most difficult part for you there?
Well, I
Other
mean,
than leveling up.
yeah, leveling up just completely threw me for a loop. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
But
Do you have a copy of the book? I forgot if I ever checked up on that.
I've got the one on PDF, and then
Okay.
yeah. So gonna look up on it. Rise up to remain at 3/4 cover. Yeah, I feel like especially when I was watching when they were, having the one fight with death or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of things being said, and it's like, I guess for me, part of it, the confusion was like, it was like, yeah, you have to look at this number and roll this and this and this, and it's like, okay, but what number is this? And I guess it was going too fast for me to actually process what was being said. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Like, yeah, it was just going way too fast for me to actually process what was being asked of me. So it's like, okay. And it very much turned into a just roll this dice, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I think I had gone over something similar with you before, but it was just kind of like a... Hey, Ducky, what are you doing down here? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, yeah, I
Anywho.
kind of walked through, like, some of the basic stuff, but it's, like, I guess seeing it in practice, especially with how fast they were going with it, it was just not processing? Does that make sense?
No, it totally does, because it's like, you know, you're trying to pick it up on the fly. It's gonna be a little different.
Yeah. Yeah. Just roll the
I don't
funky
want-
clicky clocky rock. Yeah, just roll the funny rock. It will be fine. It'll be fine.
I'm playing the cleaning game.
You got this.
Yep. It's okay, hun. You're supposed to be in bed, buddy. 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back.
Mm-mm.
Come on, buddy. It is past bedtime.
Girl.
Almost had a Freudian slip there, buddy.
You all good?
Yes.
Okay.
Apologize profusely.
I'm not offended. It happens, you know?
Already holding.
He had to go potty, and I told him if he has to go potty, he needs to go downstairs.
Listen to all the honking and quacking. Yeah. It could be worse. You could be listening to my sealant leak again. Because it decided it was going to start leaking. And the pan that I normally use to catch the liquid is across the hall. So I had to improvise. And it was way louder than normal and
Huh?
really obnoxious.
He's watching.
Okay.
But, no. This building's falling apart.
Alright, I'm gonna unmute, okay? Okay. Did it not mute me on your side?
Mm-mm.
Huh. Okay. Hello! I thought I muted on both sides, but oh well. Alright. Yeah. You just, you know how it be. You step away for 1 second and they just go. So yes, there was some quacking. Y'all got to hear the birdies.
It wasn't super loud.
Oh no, they're not loud. It's just, you know, one of those things where
Yeah,
it's like...
yeah. See,
Y'all
that's
heard.
honestly, that's why I've got a mic that has the button on the front. Specifically for when my niece decides she's going to bust into the room.
Ooh, fun.
Because she doesn't even knock half the time. She just comes in and it's like, "Hi, can I help you, ma'am?"
Yeah, I'm in the living room. That's one of the reasons I only stream after bedtime.
You know what? That's fair, though. Would you actually like a solo run? I can run one for you on or off stream if you want, where I can just tutorial the game. I mean, it could be interesting, I feel like. Just yet to give us 6. So sad. Look, I've trained her better than that. You don't just hand that out to random strangers. You hand that out to very specific strangers. Who promise you things like student loans.
What, are we selling souls again?
Kate responds by SSN. She's
Oh,
upset that my niece hasn't shared it yet.
Ah, I see. Alright, well first, kiddo, you gotta find the little blue card. Do you know how to read numbers yet?
Honestly, the kid is sharp as a tack. She's great with numbers. She has issues with reading, though, so...
Reading takes time. Like, you know, I've been trying to teach mine letters as well, and he picked up on numbers way faster.
Yeah, that's kind of how my niece is. She's
And
very
then
much...
weaponizes it to tell me it's not bedtime yet. It's 2 minutes till bedtime. Because of course.
Of course! Those are 2 minutes that could be spent doing something else. Come on now.
Arguing with me? Yeah.
But yeah, that's why specifically I wanted it to be sure I had a mic that had its own mute button.
Yeah. I'll need to find that or set the hotkey when I can. I could have sworn I was using the right one.
Mm.
But I'll check it again later.
It gets confusing after a bit when you've got so many of them set, and like even if you're using like a stream deck or whatever, it's like, okay, wait, where's this button again?
Yeah.
Or like what the micro pads? Is that what those are called? Where they've just got like the
individual like key things?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like numpad or macropad. I don't remember. I actually have one on the side of my mouse now.
Mm.
Always forget to use it. I even have it set like to match up with my expressions. I just haven't memorized it yet.
You know what? That's fair. Min-maxing every single second for maximum fun. So true, Fenari. Quick question: Is this your music or in the game? Oh, I've just got a YouTube playlist up right now, Logan. Like I've got Demon Gummies up on YouTube. Because this game doesn't really have music. It's basically just like the water sound, and then it won't like ding like that when you're done with something.
Perfect for podcast listening or tea.
Like I said, this game's real good just for like sitting and chatting and being goofy.
Oh yeah.
And it is very addicting once you get into it.
I was telling Salix before I got a call, I spent 20 hours of my weekend when I first got this game playing.
Fair and valid. Interesting, I just asked because I think I recognize that motif. Probably it is from Dragon Spine, so
Okay.
if you play Genshin, you absolutely recognize the motif. Yeah, Demon Gummies just does like the why is slow mode on?
Did you beat the story mode yet? No, I haven't. I've actually still been going through that, but I decided, you know, when I ended up kind of devoting that much time of my day to it, that I needed a break.
It's very good for just when you need to take a mental break from something.
Oh yeah. Is that both of you or one of? Okay, that's both of you.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, hon? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I know I'm gonna end up with the Warhammer DLC at some point. Like I said, this is my head empty game. I like getting on, just letting myself drift off for a little bit sometimes.
You just not have to think about it at all.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, there's no point in rushing it. There's plenty to do.
Oh yeah.
I finally gave up Game Pass and lost my access to the game. And this is why I buy games outright. I wish we could buy like actual physical copies of games like this still though. Because like when you have to rely on internet access and stuff, it sucks.
I didn't even realize this game was on Game Pass. I play all this through Steam.
Yeah, I tend to buy the games, so. I'm following you for months, and these are always fun. I need to wind down after a lot of stress. Oh, I'm glad, Logan. Just that's something that I really like is when people are like, yeah, I just like lurking. I just like listening to you.
Yeah, it's nice just to be able to like sit and chill.
Mm-hmm. Especially since I'm that person too. Like I just lurk on other people.
Yeah, I usually tend to turn people on like as background noise while I'm sitting around or cleaning or something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I never bought the game. I always buy my games outright. Yeah, I tend to buy the games outright. See, now you need to go buy it, Golan, and
Trying to get Golan to play with us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I gotta ask that their logo that's on your screen as well. I think it's from the alert. I've refreshed it a couple of times. I think the alert's just broken right now. I'll just turn that off because I didn't realize it popped back up. There you go. I'll have to mess with that later.
Mess with what now?
On my screen, I guess I had refreshed it and I didn't notice it had come back, but there was just a little throne symbol on the screen from where I've got the throne alerts on, yeah. So that's busted. I was like, I'll mess with that later.
Listen, it's not a stream if at least one thing doesn't break.
Honestly.
Ah! Hi,
Just
Cadris.
Just ignore it. Also, don't tempt me. I'll do
I
it.
got hit. I got hit by a bunch of ducks. They're gone now.
Welp.
Where did I put them? I put them away, so Cadris can't hit me with them again.
The duck. There's no duck in.
I see. You just had to prove me wrong. There's no more duck stuck.
Okay, so who wants to see if the ducks are working so that we can do it again, do it again, do it again. Oh.
I was expecting it this time. You can't jump scare me.
Okay, so give it about 10 minutes.
Hate.
Spray harder. Hi, Wipeout. Hello.
Just you wait, Celix. I'm going to enable them on your stream next. Think I'm just gonna let you get away with bullying me?
What? I'm just sitting here. I'm just cleaning. That's all. Hi.
You don't fool me.
I don't know what you mean. This is what I was doing, just waiting to let her get relaxed and attack. Look, we're just here to chill and relax and have a good time.
And now I am breakfast. I need to start making, like, breakfast throws while I'm at it.
I mean, it would be fitting, yeah?
Yeah? Can't deny that.
Or go see if you can find some free-to-use ones.
Yeah, everything else I have on the throw is, like, handmade.
Hmm. That's fair, then.
I think... Okay, I missed this one somehow.
Okay, so when you do play this by yourself, how do you go?
You did it. Congratulations. So what was your question, Salix? Enabler?
What? All I was doing was asking how you go about it when you play by yourself. Like, I know some people just kind of go wild and go after the details last. I tend to try to get as much of one area done as I can. Like,
I will focus on one area completely until it is done and then move on. Unless it's a really big area, then it'll just, like, get ignored until the last possible second.
You know what? That's fair.
Because
Honestly,
otherwise,
same.
I will just miss spots.
Yeah, that's why I've gotten in the habit of doing that too. So it's like, I like to do one section at a time, just so that at the end I'm not going, okay, which of the 20 things did I miss? Which of the 20 outer walls? Which one am I missing?
That is exactly why I am 100% every piece on its own, Because if I have to go back and do one tiny spot I have found out, I will get upset.
Honestly, yeah, that's fair. Thank you for the follow.
Kay
I
just
hope
thinks
you
that I
enjoy your
should
time
half clean
here.
the walls and leave them for you to figure out.
No, it's on your file, so
Yeah?
if we call it, you're the one who has to fix it.
I will just have to get a notebook. I can't. I physically could not do it.
Yeah. What at first I don't think I paid too much attention to it, so I'd end up missing spots and I'd have to go back to it and stuff. The treehouse. I hate the treehouse with a passion.
They have a lot of slats that you need to get in between, I'm guessing.
Yeah, like pretty much every piece of wood is its own separate piece.
No!
So it is god awful when you're missing tiny little pieces and it's like, which freaking wood slot is it? Which slot of wood is this?
I would die. I'd get so pissed. Like, I was already pissed at the playground. I'm just like, why are they all so small?
Yeah, no. It's like, that's why I keep going. This game is relaxing until the moment it's not.
Oh yeah, I've had those moments. Like I said, I'm working on the helicopter right now. And I hate it.
Trust me, you're going to despise the treehouse.
Just all those little bars and things that I gotta, like, somehow, like, finagle between and get. And I'm just like, why would you do this? My eyes are watering once I...
Yeah. You're good.
Oh, alright.
But yeah, that's how I am with some of it too. And then, like, sometimes it's super generous. Like, you can have a giant slab of mud on something. It's like, oh, no, you're fine. You're done. And then other times it's like, you missed these 2 specks of dirt. Go find them.
Good luck.
And it drives me batty.
It would drive me batty, too. Like, I think I've had those moments where it's like, hey, you know how you, like, thought you got this pretty good? You didn't hear the ding.
Right? The ding is so satisfying. But, like, the moments where you're sitting there, why aren't you going off? Why aren't you going off? Why aren't you going off?
Exactly.
And that's kind of why I've decided I only use like 3 nozzles.
You know, I still kind of want to challenge you to see what would happen if I had you work on that Pathfinder 2 character sheet.
You'd be dealing with a very teary Salix going, Faye, what is this? Faye, what's this one mean? What's this one mean?
Read!
Okay, reading and then actually understanding what you're reading are 2 very different things.
I completely understand. Like I said, the other game system that I've played a lot is called Cypher. Like I said, you think it wouldn't be too hard. It only has like 3 stats, and the stats count as your health pool. Don't ask how that works yet. And it's your ability pool. Don't ask how that works yet.
Okay.
But I decided to play with my younger brother, and you know, he invited some of his friends, and I'm taking the time to explain exactly how everything works, non-stop. I did not think to pause for breath or questions, and that is my fault. And all I hear is, I don't understand. And I'm like, what don't you understand? I don't even know what I don't understand.
Yeah, that's gonna be me. That is
okay,
100% me.
And again, we'll get somebody else who knows that system better to explain it to you. Listen, he's still not here. He's still not done with his own stream. We're still safe.
Just give it a little bit of time.
Yeah, because I still remember like the first conversation we had was, you like horror and TRPGs. We're gonna be great friends. And then he proceeded to tell me why Pathfinder was better, and I'm just like, all right. And then we had this conversation again because I was trying to set up that game,
Mhm.
And he goes into the exact same like rant about like why Pathfinder is better. And she's like,
Yeah.
have we had this conversation before?
I
Yeah.
feel like I've gotten that a couple of times now, and I am not even involved in it mostly.
Yeah, I mean, I
It's the
get it.
difference
I
between hearing
truly
it and putting it
do.
in practice. Yeah.
Huh?
Someone's like, it's the difference between hearing it and then putting it into practice. And it's like, yeah, some of it, like, I'm that type of person who I need to have it explained to me, but I also need to see it in action for it to fully sink in.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Seth's kind of told me a couple of times how, Pathfinder's better and stuff. It's like, buddy, it makes no difference to me. I don't know.
Listen, it's like I could sit here and explain, like, 3.5 was a much more in-depth system, and that means nothing.
Yeah, no.
And it's like, no, listen, having 3 armor stats is actually better. What does that mean? Don't know.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
But no, I mean, like, I totally understand on the one point. Some people just want to be able to plug and play.
Mhm.
Totally get it. That is
Yeah.
not what I started with, and that is not what I want out of my system, even if I get very confused.
Mhm.
But, I had this conversation with the one that I invited to DM for us.
Mhm.
And it was so funny, because he's like, listen, I don't know if it's a good game if I can, create a character that can, possibly kill just about any character in 3 moves. And I'm like, listen, I've watched this man play video games,
Mhm.
and I have watched him make characters for tabletops. That is just how he plays games.
Yeah.
He is absolutely the person who's like, alright, this is great. I love this. Now how can I break it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I feel like if once I get into it, it will make more sense. But just telling me, you're still gonna have to walk me through it, but like it doesn't click until I'm actually trying it and trying to make it make sense in practice a lot of the time.
Yeah, no, that's completely fair. I mean, just because, you can sit there and explain something, like, it's why they have trainings in general. It's like, your book reading is not going to give you the experience that you need to just be able to do it.
Yeah.
And, what's the word? Performance anxiety?
Mm-hmm.
Very real.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Honestly, how I've been learning animation for these past few months. Yeah, like sometimes you just have to get into it. Like,
Who said that? Was that Colin?
no, that was somebody on my chat. Logan
I
was
see.
taken had said something about that's how they've been learning animation recently.
Oh, yeah. Good luck. I've done it a few times, and I've been helping Colin out on his stream do animation, and I only do it every couple of months because, like, I am the kind of person where it's like, listen, if I can't get it done in one sitting, I'm not sure I want to do it.
Yeah.
And I love animation. I love everything about animation.
Mhm.
I don't know if I have the patience for it.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, I completely get like that sometimes too. Like,
I see you, Kadris.
Pathfinder winning D&D 5e for what they do, D&D for simplified simplicity, Pathfinder for letting me have a celestial T-Rex animal. A celestial T-Rex animal companion.
Listen, I thought, like, I am a person who will absolutely poo-poo, like, animal companions and summons, and then I saw a druid. A friendly reminder I'm still here. I appreciate that. Why so many of my gifts go out the door without being polished? I don't know. But yeah, back on track. I really did. I poo-pooed druids, I poo-pooed, like, summons, even remembering that, like, I watched a man take down an airship with 15 hawks. I'll get into that, I promise. Is this done? These are all done. Okay, cool. Where was I? Oh yeah. And then I played what was it? I don't remember the specific adventure name, but we all got to play level 20 characters.
Yeah.
And then I watched someone take down a boss with a bunch of raptors. I think it was like 9, like somewhere between 9 and also 15.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's.
upcasting scary. Yay, summon animal companion. Yep. I don't think that's what was used, but I mean, close enough.
Oh no.
Okay.
The Raptors of War. Hi,
It's a pack of
Waffles.
raptors.
And then suddenly it's like, oh, wait a sec, wait, let's think about
Maybe, yeah, like maybe they got a point, but also, I'm not kidding. I hate stat blocks so much. You want me to pay attention to my character sheet? I play casters. We had a game with a summon familiar Raven who had the trip attack and tripped every big bad in the game, including a baby kraken. How do you trip a baby kraken? They're all legs.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need some explanation for that. But yeah.
yeah, I feel like we're missing context that is extremely important, right?
I'm here for it.
Speaking of context, what's this about the Hawks?
So, I won't get into too many of the details, but we were having a hard time escaping a situation, and you know, this was more of a sci-fi game. Like, my DM likes to run like sci-fi mixes of games. So there was like a ship, and the conclusion our summoner had, because this was Pathfinder at the time, was he should summon as many hawks as he could to attack the pilot.
Oh my god.
I really don't have much more to tell you. Like, I'm pretty sure you can make the conclusion that 15 hawks inside of the cockpit is probably a terrible day. Yeah, so like we did get out of that mostly alive with an extra ship. Yes, we stole it too. I also want to mention, ad time, guys. I also do still want to mention that what was it? We stole the entire bank vault.
The whole vault.
The whole vault.
Like, the actual
big
vault
chunk.
itself. Oh,
One
I see.
vault.
I see.
He meant it as a joke, and we took it seriously, and he was just like, you know what? Points for creativity.
You know what? I mean...
Yeah. It's not the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
One of my favorite TTRPG moments, though, was when I was able to skip a dungeon boss by not choosing violence. I mean...
You would be surprised how often you can do that. Welcome back, everybody.
A 2-foot rabbit kept an orc war party frozen in fear, while the party stood behind her and rained death from behind.
Also, that reminds me, speaking of like an entire party of, like creatures frozen in fear, we have not brought up the fact that one of your party members like went out of their way to shit themselves to scare some cats.
To be fair, we had the deck of wild magic and the deck of many things where chat was in control.
I get it, you know, like, just convenience.
That
I don't.
set the tone for the whole game. Honestly,
It really did. Like, I was there for that, and I was still allowed. Like, what?
yeah. That just it set the tone. Squishy, squishy.
Yeesh.
It really did. My first card pull. The amount of character was actually annoyed for a moment about how she had not considered my course of action. Thank you for the head pat. Yeah, the Life 2D just decided it wasn't going to work tonight. So.
I mean, I can't say I haven't done similar things. I wouldn't say shitting my pants, but there was this one time where, like, the party was arguing, and like, my party member had joined late. So her solution to the problem was to cast Silence, which is a higher level spell, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
Just, like, settle down, children.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, and the fact that the word cat was like, we were just playing Neko
was
Atsumi at the start of
targeted.
it. Like,
That was targeted.
yeah, very much so. Just got being squished, now going to sleep. Have fun. Have a good night, Reaper. I hope you're able to sleep well.
I did really appreciate August for making up a bunch of cats with different hairdos and accessories. It's just like, there's a greaser cat. Why is there a greaser cat? You know what? Alright.
Like I said, we were playing Neko Atsumi at that point in time. We were just playing the cat collector game.
Yeah, fair.
You can't say no. Yeah. What?
Oh.
What? And then, like I said later on, one of the words was we started something with birds at one point in time because they had the little paper like cranes or whatever doing the messages, and so the word bird got added to the list, and
Oh no.
there was a whole mess with the birds.
Were y'all playing Zoo Tycoon or D&D?
Yes. Fucked my way out of a fight, got the bad guy to give me all their money, and then I killed her.
That's great. I love that.
Party
Oh, I
tried-
didn't realize I had another message. My 2-foot rabbit kept an orc horde party. That's the message Kadra sent.
Yeah.
Were you there for the literal shitstorm? No. And you know what? I'm glad I wasn't, because I probably would have had to put that down.
Yeah, after a bit, I think we kind of forgot about some of the words, but yeah, the bathhouse was a time. The
buddy.
bathhouse was a time. So much happened at that bathhouse.
That bathhouse has seen things. You know, oddly enough, I think bathhouses would be one of those places where the employees would have some stories and NDAs.
Yeah, I could see it. See, I was in a party that was trying to persuade goblins to let them pass through their camp, veered off and found spiders that were being subjugated by the goblins. So I did what most waffles would do and convinced the spiders to lead a rebellion. Party had what the fuck face when they saw me riding a giant spider with an army behind me.
Love that.
Oh my god. Yeah, so I've only played one game. It lasted like 5 hours. I can see why people like it though. Because it was kind of insane.
Yeah, it can be like that sometimes. Just a little silly.
just a little goofy, that's all. One time in a sci-fi themed campaign, clicking a button to open the door, which resulted in a murder robot being deployed from orbit to hunt me down. I had to solo it and barely won. Ah.
What?
Ah. I see.
I also see, but also, huh? Excuse me?
And this is why we don't press the big red button.
Listen, you never know what a button's gonna do. You know, like, sometimes you might die, sometimes, you know, like, nothing.
Sometimes, apparently, you have to fight a murder robot and hope for the best.
Apparently. Jeez.
Jeez. Yeah, I can see why people find games like that fun, though.
Oh, yeah.
Are you the type who, like, gets into the roleplay aspect of it, or...?
I do sometimes, but I am honestly there more for the, like, I want to hit things.
Mm-hmm.
That's more what I enjoy out of it. Like, I
Yeah.
started out on, like, Pokemon and stuff, where it's like, listen, I'm just here for the next battle.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair.
And there's nothing wrong with roleplay. Like I said, I can enjoy a good roleplay. I've made characters specifically for that, but, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I don't have a small graveyard of characters behind me for no reason.
Get things to do puzzles.
Yeah. I think the hardest part for me is when I'm not playing a caster and it's just like my character does not have high enough level intelligence to solve this puzzle for y'all. And then I just turn into that one, like, sound clip of, like, use your brain, use your brain. That thing in your head, use it.
Yeah, I feel like it would be a lot of fun to, like, experience. Sorry. Like,
You haven't had to
experience
go
that more
through.
and stuff.
You haven't had to go through any puzzles yet, have you?
Not really, no. I mean,
You won't
not-
enjoy it.
Well, let's see what you do is you take your necklace of fireballs.
Look out, peeps, we got another murder hobo on the way here.
Look, it stopped the cabbage cart. I don't know what to tell you. Fireballs
I
solve
don't
all
remember what
puzzles.
spells you have, so I can't even argue if that would have been the best solution.
Look,
It worked.
I just remembered I had the shiny necklace that some higher power granted me. I wanted to use my shiny necklace. It stopped the cart, so
Yeah.
maybe it murdered an innocent man while we were at it. But I mean, the details don't matter now, do they?
Oh, speaking of which, I was just like, you know, I have space now. I should download Baldur's Gate again. And then I was like, you know, I've never played a paladin. I found out why I don't play paladins. I immediately broke my oath. And I'm just like, okay, well, you know, like, I tried. That counts, right? No, it doesn't. I still got that dude who's just like, you broke your oath. I'll see you in the morning. Just, you know, the most threatening thing I've ever heard, and it's just like, time to save scum.
Well, I want to play Baldur's Gate. Like, I've
You
heard
should
it's a lot of
absolutely
fun.
try it if you can. Like, especially if you're... It's a... I wouldn't say it's the ideal way to learn how to play D&D, but, like, you will get the feel for, like, what an adventure looks like through it. Like, if you don't have time, if you cannot find people to play with, or you just do not have the time, like, it does give you a taste of, like, what a long-term campaign feels like.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
worth it, Mike.
That's what people were like. Yeah, have you played Baldur's Gate? Because that's basically what you're getting into. It's like, no, I have not. That is a $70 game.
It's worth it. Like, genuinely, there are very few games that sell for that price where I'm like, is it, you know, like, would I spend this money? And that is genuinely one of the games, because, like, quite literally, between me and Goose, we have played, in the course of a couple months, like, 200-ish hours?
Oh.
Because he was doing his own thing, and he was doing his, like, evil run, and I was just like, I'm a bard. But not that kind of bard. That's other people's job. That's Zed's job.
Okay, does it make sense to say that while I don't know like the classes and the archetypes and stuff like that very well, besides just very, very basic knowledge on some of this stuff, I kind of want to do a bard. Like there's
No,
something
that
about
makes
it
sense. We all know Salix's first run will be Dark Urge.
What does that mean?
Oh, Cadrus, you should do it. You should absolutely do it. You'll be fine. It's not hard or anything, I promise. But you should do it.
Do it, no fear. Some fear, mild fear, little bit of fear.
Okay, I'm gonna lay it up like this. For the story, it is absolutely worth it. I have not played it yet myself, but it is absolutely worth it. I promise you, as far as I know, it does not change the difficulty of the game. So you will be able to... Yes, Cole. You are absolutely right about that. Don't check the chat.
Okay.
But I do think that it will be... it would absolutely be worth it to try it for your first run.
I see. I see. So I'm hearing I need to get myself Baldur's Gate.
Listen, if I could help you out with that, I totally would.
Okay, just the fact that you guys are, like, encouraging this so much. Is this something that I'd want to stream, or...
If your computer can handle it, yes, but you will need to use vtuber. I will just straight up tell you that.
No, that's okay. I can get a couple more PNGs, I'm sure. It's like, I like this one, and I can get a couple more PNGs. Let's see, do you think I can find someone to... Hey, Faye, you want to do a D&D style PNG?
You bet. Once you figure out what you're gonna play.
Okay, so for what's it called, Dark Urge, is there any particular thing that I should be focusing on?
As Barbarian. It really depends on who you're interested in having in your party, and what else? And what you're interested in doing. That's usually how I try to set it or explain it, is like, what do you want to do as a character? Like, both in combat and out of combat.
Yeah. In general, I feel like that's something that, I definitely need to.
Okay, let's do this in like a tree format. Would you rather hit shit, or cast magic, like, to start with?
Hit shit.
Okay, so do you still want to be able to cast spells while you're hitting shit?
I wouldn't mind it.
Okay, so you could go... You really have access to most things, it just really depends on how you want to do it. Do you want to tank?
Yeah, tanking's not bad.
So you either want to go Paladin, or you want to go Barbarian. Barbarian might take a few extra steps to do casting with, but Barbarian is very beginner friendly.
Okay.
Because, like, basically you have two things that you will do: hit things and get angry. Sometimes at the same time.
Ayo. Felix. Okay, so what if I didn't want to tank? Then, like, what would I want to consider?
You could pretty much choose any of the, like, melee classes from there. Then you've got fighter, very standard, rogue, which you've already tried, monk, ranger. I'm definitely forgetting something other than what I've already mentioned.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's your standard fare.
Okay.
Like, they all have very different themes when you get down to it, so like I said, like... you'll play around with it and figure out what you like. Like, I know
Yeah.
I really like sorcerers because, like, I don't know, there's something about charisma casters that always caught my interest, and
Mhm.
I don't really have to focus on my spells too much. I get less spells than a wizard, and I get spell slots, and I can just make my spells better with some extra points.
Yeah. Embrace your furry, become a druid.
That is always an option. Or embrace your furry, become a ranger. You don't get to turn into animals, but you can have one.
Ooh, well, okay. Well, see, that's appealing. See, I don't play a lot of games that use like that structure, I guess. Because I'll play, like, I've played Final Fantasy games. I play Kingdom Hearts. I play Genshin Impact. I don't play a lot of games where I sit there and, like,
Have
Put,
to make these
like-
decisions yourself. They just hand you characters
yeah,
and say,
pretty
go
much.
have fun.
Yeah, and that's where it's like I do, like, with games like that where I can just go out and swing a sword. That's why I know I do tend to like being melee a bit better.
It's understandable.
And, like, that's where it's like I don't particularly care for, like, great sword claymore types because they just feel slow in games like that typically.
Okay. Well, I guess the other thing would be, like, I assume you've seen at least some of the Baldur's Gate characters.
Yeah. I've seen them.
Are there any that you're interested in having in your party?
Swing a sword. I mean, what? I'm interested in the vampire just because I know he's super popular and I kind of want to know why he's super popular.
Someone compared him to Prince Charming from Shrek, and I could never get it out of my head. And the problem is, I don't think he's a terrible character. I really like him. But also, like, I know what kind of person that I play when I'm left alone to play video games, which is like, I don't know how to be mean to people unless they're mean to me.
Okay, yeah, I do that too. I don't like making the choices that are going to make the characters upset if I can avoid it.
There are very few times where you'll get a character upset to leave unless you, like, fundamentally screw up.
Yeah.
But, kill anything that looks at you wrong. Yes, Cabbage, you're totally right.
The
But yeah,
answer is
Astarion
garbage.
is definitely one of the kind of characters that cares more about, like, his own neck than anyone else.
Yeah.
And I won't spoil anything, but that's completely fair.
You see, Carlarch, is that the devil-looking one, or is that somebody
Yeah,
else?
that's Karlak. She's a barbarian.
Ah.
She is baby. I killed him one playthrough. You know who I killed and, like, no one seems to forgive me for? I killed Minthara, but she was like, I'm going to tell you what to do, and it's just like, the fuck you're not.
Okay, I don't think I know that name.
She is a drow paladin, and it's really easy to, like, miss her as a companion because she is evil. You revived.
Oh.
Don't worry, I revived him. You killed Karlak. Listen, we all have some whoopsie poopsies, you know, like my I've definitely had a lot of characters thrown off of cliffs at a very specific part of the game, including myself. Brioche was small. It's very easy to just pick her up and, you know, punt her.
I see.
So that is exactly what the big zombie man did.
I mean, you know what? Fair enough.
Yep. It was funny, though.
He. Maybe I should. See, I kind of want to go look up characters now, but I'm also kind of afraid if I do, I'm going to start getting spoilers. Okay, I think that's all
I'm
done.
pretty good about not giving spoilers, and I mean, you get the majority of the characters in Act 1. The only ones you don't really get are Paulson, Jahira, and Minsk, as far as I remember. There might be someone else that I'm missing.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you're not, like, you'll be, like, you can absolutely find, like, the majority of them. They just kind of throw them at you. Yeah. So, like, the ones that I know you can get off the bat, like, real easy is not Karlach. Karlach you have to find. Lae'zel, Shadowheart, Astarion, Gale, Will. I'm forgetting someone, I just know it. But those are the easiest ones that I can name. Like, right now, I can name those for sure. You can get Karlach in Act 1, you can get Minthara in Act 1. It doesn't really take anything special, it just, you gotta look.
Yeah. Are we talking Baldur's Gate? Yeah. He's running me
Yeah.
through some of the characters and stuff.
So, it just, it really depends on the kind of setup you think you want, and, like, who you think you want around, and they all have very different personalities and stuff. Like, these are actually rather well-written characters, in my opinion.
Okay.
I'm trying not to sneeze. Ah. Okay, that worked somehow. But I definitely lost... Will, I felt so bad when I dumped him. Now, do you mean, like, romantically dumped him, or just kind of left him? Ah! Wasn't even dangerous this time!
You got too complacent.
I did. Okay, I'll straighten up too. Jeez. Just had to make sure I was paying attention, huh? But yeah, I romanced Halston my first playthrough. And I'm sure chat will tell you why that's, I wouldn't say controversial, but definitely a choice.
Ah, I see.
Fair. I lost my train of thought again. I did the whole dance scene with him and was like, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh no. Bread. I'm bread. There was a thought I had there and I lost it. Yeah, no, I had that moment too with Gale, where it's like, Gale was like, you've been so nice to me, and I'm just like, buddy, I'm nice to everybody, I'm sorry.
Aww.
Just like, yeah, you told me that you would explode if I didn't do this thing for you, and you meant that literally, so I am gonna take that seriously.
Ah! Yee.
Ah! I see someone's accumulated enough points again. I'm just sitting here, trying to clean. I'm getting attacked.
I heard something interesting about the development. Apparently the actors recorded all of their dialogue using mocap suit, which is why they were able to do so much.
Yeah, they're very expressive.
Oh, I love when a studio is able to do that.
Stop, Cadris! Gale was like, thanks for keeping me from exploding. Now let me explode. Can you?
Ow!
Yeah.
See!
It's just like...
I
just-
mean...
Listen, only one person can talk too much in this relationship, and it's me. I have done my part. Yeah. I'm sure you'll decide that that's not the case in a minute here.
Okay, Cadris, who do you think seems like the type of character that I'd go after then? Let's hear your thoughts on this.
Oh, that's easy. But I'm not gonna say it. I'll let them say it first.
Okay, wait, no, now I need to know.
You're absolutely gonna go after Astarion. He looks like your type. It's just white hair instead of blonde.
Excuse you.
Listen, I pay attention.
Look, just because I like pretty blonde men doesn't mean
He is
all the-
pretty and he has white hair and he is a sad boy.
Cadris Astarion, Logan Astarion. He hits all the Sailor triggers. Oh my god.
Listen, all of the other sad edgy boys with dark hair die. I can't have what I want. Also, you'll also miss, like, before we got on chat, that I was talking about, like, doing a Warhammer, Smash or Pass tier list kind of thing. And we had the conversation of, like, what is my type?
I mean, you're not wrong though. He's very pretty though. Like,
listen, I can't let go of the Prince Charming comparison. I want to like him, really, I do. He has a great story. Like, I would like him for his story alone, and then I hear his voice, and I'm like, you would hate me. You do hate me.
Oh my god. I don't know if this is I almost feel like I'm being called basic right now because I know he's super popular.
Not at all. Like, I'm telling you, like, there is a reason people like him, and it's mostly because he's a sad boy, but he is also very pretty.
Can we make him less sad? Are we able to help him with the sad bits?
Sort of.
And his voice. Do you know who the VA is, by chance?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he was the same guy who did, Heisenberg in Resident Evil Village. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. When he did that voice, I was just like, okay, yep, I see it. I liked him better as Heisenberg.
Neil Newbon. Okay, I'll have to look the name up then. Because I don't recognize it off the top of my head, so... I'm trying to get because I apparently missed one of these outer walls, and this is exactly why I try to be as careful as I can. I still managed to miss one of these outer walls.
I feel your pain.
He won Best Performance at the Game Awards?
He did. I'll randomly explode Gale whenever I just want to see if anything happens. What?
I mean...
Cabbage, what? As you can see, Gale is the most bullyable character.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that.
Like, wondering if it gives me a different cutscene or something. That's fair. You know, there's this thing that I've been seeing about, like, I don't want to spoil anything, but he gets a, you know, a very interesting ending, and I want to, how do you get that? Do you let him explode, or is that, like, a completely different thing? I'm so curious. I don't want to spoil it for you, because it's just, like, if I say it now, it's gonna sound unbelievable.
Okay,
Do you still need help finding that one wall that you missed?
I'm just going around pointing at everything at this
Okay,
point in time, to be
hold on.
honest.
Let me tell you something. You can go into the menu, and if you click on...
I did click
the
on
one
it.
that
I'm
you're
not
missing?
sure my game's glitched or something because I haven't seen it. That's why I'm
Okay.
going around looking at everything because I haven't seen it flash.
Okay, so you do know how to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you didn't. You've been playing longer than I have.
No. Yeah, no. That was the first thing I tried, and it's like, okay, did I overlook the flashing wall?
I'm not finding it either. Kyrus, get your butt over here.
But you
Hi,
see where it
Mizu!
says there's like one missing, right?
I love the Dark Urge reaction for Gale. Hi, Faith. Salix having fun. We are having fun. We're talking about Baldur's Gate now. I mean, I could tell D&D stories, but most of them end with, and then I died.
I see. Yeah, I'm waiting for that to happen. I'll get to that point at some point, I'm sure.
Listen, if you're lucky, you'll have a cleric in your party, and then like you can get revived. Also, Salix is very quiet, letting you know. Let me see if I can turn them up then.
Salix is always quiet when she's on Discord for some reason. I'm sorry.
No, it's definitely not you. It's me. Okay, so music isn't too loud. Give me a mic test.
Ba da 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 da.
All right, you are as loud as I am now. Cool.
Yay! You know what? I give up on this wall. I think I've circled this like several times now. I feel like I've been going in a circle for an hour. I don't know where this outer wall is. I'm done. We'll come back to it later.
Yeah, let's get the rest of this.
No, anyway.
Thank you, Mizu. I appreciate you. But yeah.
So, long story short, apparently Astarion is exactly my type.
Yes.
That's the takeaway from this. And that you guys like to bully Gale from the sounds of it.
He is straight up the nerd that people want to bully. Like, you have to understand, like, when I say nerd, I mean that. Like, he sits there, and if you talk to him, you have to start skipping through dialogue, because he will just go on and on about magic, and it's like, great, I love that, I appreciate that. I'm playing a game. Like, any other time, like, I would totally just, like, let you talk about it, and at the end, when you're expecting some big reaction, I'm gonna look at you and tell you, I think you're pretty. That is the energy.
I see.
I retreat to anime night. Have fun. You too.
Bye.
Thanks for stopping by. Is it anime night?
No. Oh, I guess
I know
it is.
Q runs anime nights.
Yeah, that's what I guess it is. What was she
All
watching
right.
tonight? Free Run.
I finally caught up. No, I didn't. Yes, maybe. I don't remember. I have likely caught up. I've caught up on the dub, I think.
Is it? I've heard it's really good.
It's
Is
great.
it like actually as good as people say it is?
I love it.
Okay.
Like, anime and fantasy has always been one of those, like, really difficult spots for me, because a lot of the anime that I've seen that when it comes to fantasies, if it's not fantasy about feudal Japan, it's an isekai, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to be handheld on things that I actually already do. Like, RPGs have very similar mechanics, and if you have to explain the mechanics to me every time, I'm done.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, there are now isekais that do really interesting things, but like that, like everybody saw SAO and was like, we should do that, and it's just like, I was not a fan of SAO to begin with. And so Free Red is the first is one of the first fantasy animes that I've seen where it's just like, we actually care about showing fantasy.
Yeah. I've heard, what's it called? The Jobless Reincarnation, I'm blanking on what the Japanese title is. Oh, I take it you didn't like that one?
There are some icky things, and people constantly try to tell me that, like, no, he's supposed to grow out of the icky things, and I'm just like, eh.
I was gonna say, I heard that fantasy, like, as a fantasy world, it's really good, but...
It does a lot better, because they focus more on, like, instead of making it like everybody's trapped in a video game, he's actually trapped in a fantasy world, and I do give them kudos for that. It's the everything else in the person that he actually is that I'm just like, no.
I see. Yeah. I did hear he was... Does that actually carry over? Because I heard he was,
Yes.
kind of... Oh, okay.
That, like, I gave it a solid try. I really did. I will fully say that I think I gave it a solid try, because I watched over 10 episodes. And the fact that it kept happening after that, and, like, there were certain things that were just like, listen, I know this is, like, historically accurate in the worst way possible.
Yeah.
It's just no. So you know, this is purely speaking from like, I have certain squicks about it.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Because I definitely like. Yeah, I heard he was just a little bit degen in the worst of ways.
No, he's very degen.
And it's like, yeah, one of the things for me that I think is part of the reason I hadn't started it was I don't really do like the age gap thing very well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if he, you know, died in his 30s or whatever, it sounded like it was basically he was raising the perfect bride type of
I don't know about
thing. And
that.
it's
I didn't hear anything about that, but it's just like, he's still a grown, like, you hear all of this. There's like two different voice actors to separate it out, right? Where it's like, this is what is happening in the world, but he still has a consciousness from his past life.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that's like his internal dialogue. So you hear this grown man growing up and still being the grown man that he was before he died.
So he like legitimately just doesn't even change as he's growing up in this new world or anything?
I wouldn't say he doesn't change, but I don't feel like it's good enough. Like I said, I don't think I'm necessarily the person to try to sell this to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the negative, you know, like the negative Nancy on this one. And
That's
I fully
fair.
admit that. But, like, I'd rather talk about it off stream, because, like, when I say there are, like, serious squicks, I mean that.
That's fair, that's fair. Yeah. We can move on then.
Yeah. But yeah, Freerin is really good. I really appreciate what they're doing with it, and I think that if you're, like, trying to get into, like, fantasy, that's a good start.
Mm-hmm.
There are other fantasy anime out there that I think are really good. Like, if you want to get away from, like, the high fantasy stuff, I will always suggest Dorohedoro.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little, bloody, I think would be the word that I would use.
Mm-hmm.
Like, blooded violence is just, like, par for the course on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, you know, like, if that doesn't make you uncomfortable, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Same with, I wouldn't say same, but I think that, Land of the Lustrous, I don't think we're ever getting a second season, but you should absolutely watch what is out there.
I've heard that one can be kind of heartbreaking depending on how attached you get to characters.
Oh, it's very sad. It is incredibly sad. I know why I like it.
You know what? That's fair. See, I feel like I put my anime on a different like tier than like my games, for example.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we were talking about Jobless Reincarnation and then Free Run and stuff. Want something anime and fantasy like? I would recommend Blue Eyed Samurai. Mm.
Blue-Eyed Samurai is pretty cool. If like, a lot of people will compare it to like Kill Bill style stuff from what I've seen. I've yet to actually watch it, but I do think that would be worth a watch.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking like going in blind. It looks worth a watch.
Yeah. Like, I guess for me, it's like for like games, I can do darker themes better, and like I don't necessarily like blood and gore, but like I can deal with it. But like when I'm watching anime, I tend to prefer like, I don't know, because I'll start with
Your favorite
shonen
anime is
and
Horimiya. Okay.
I was gonna say, well, okay, it's between Horimiya or like Assassination Classroom, so that's where my taste sits.
That, but I'm gonna be honest, like I am really picky.
Mm-hmm.
And there are certain things that, like, if I see it, just immediately turns me off. And, like, the biggest one for me, I'm gonna sound like a prude here for a second, is fan service.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't do it. I don't know, there's just something about it where it's just like, in a comedy, it's okay.
Yeah.
But just, I can only handle, like, so much before I'm like, how is this relevant?
I mean, that's fair, because some of them go really overboard, and some of it, like, in the story sense,
have you ever seen the butt competition anime?
I have seen, like, it in the sense of, I've seen the clips of it, type of.
Same. That's all you really need at the end of the day. Yeah. It's just, like, I'm sure there is an audience for that. I'm very sure there's an audience for that.
When it comes to
Is
blood
not
and
me.
gore, I can handle it to a point. If I know something's gonna be bloody gory beforehand, it helps. Yeah, so it's like I said, it's like I can handle it a bit. Like, I don't like going overboard or anything, and I've never been big on horror or anything like that. But like, I can handle it a little bit. But it's like I do like I can handle darker themes and such, which is like I'm head over heels to this day with like Omori and stuff. So, which isn't bloody or anything like that, but it does handle like a lot of darker themes. But
That's
like,
understandable.
I don't really do like sad for the sake of being sad unless I'm in that type of mood, or I don't do like, I don't know. Yeah, like Horimiya is one of my favorite like rom-coms, or like I said, I really like Assassination Classroom, and I will sing its praises all day long. Like, it is so good because it starts off like a comedy and like it's really funny. Like,
See, I'm very much like, I'd say the opposite direction, where it's like when I'm playing video games, like there are things that I do not like for the sake of it, kind of stuff. But there are things where it's like in anime, I will absolutely indulge in like the really dark themes. I wouldn't say like horribly dark, but it's just like it really depends on what your threshold is. And if I've learned anything, my threshold is a little different.
Yeah.
Because I like horror.
Yeah.
Horror movies tend to be more where I'm at, but even then, like,
Yeah.
you watch enough stuff, you get picky.
That's fair. Yeah, that's perfectly fair and valid.
But I'd say, like, you know, like, knowing what you like, because a lot of what you've mentioned so far, I would say is pretty lighthearted in the sense where it's like, it's not particularly sad.
Yeah.
And Free does have sad moments, but it's never like...
It doesn't make it like the whole story type of thing.
Yeah. It's just like, it's more of a driver in some aspects of character. Because, like, spoilers? Mild spoilers?
Yeah.
There's a funeral in, like, the first episode.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
I think
you know,
I
like
had
said,
heard about
like,
that because it is so early, and I had heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Ah! Why are you doing this? I'm drinking, okay? Gosh. But yeah, me and Goose have a few agreements where it's like, there are some anime that we only watch together. Like, we are not allowed to get ahead of each other if we're watching this.
Yeah.
And Free was one of them. Dungeon Meshi, we agreed we were going to watch separately so we could just, like, talk about it, and ended up watching it together anyways after we both caught up to the same spot.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I'd argue Freeman is more about accepting sadness than anything, and it does a very mature job at handling it.
Yeah, I'd say, like, I'd say it, you could say Free is about, like, grieving, but in a much healthier way.
Yeah. See, like, it looks like something that I'd probably enjoy. I just have to make myself sit down to do it.
I totally get it. I absolutely have shows like that where it's just like, everybody, shows and games where it's like, everybody tells me, like, you would love this, and then it's like, okay, and then never watch it.
Yeah. It's like, I'm really bad about, especially like animes, it's like, I either have to get really hooked, or like, I have to binge it type of. So it's like, I think that's why like doing the bingeable ones, the healthiest way to consume it, probably not, but like, if I can sit down and watch a lot of it in one go, it's more likely to get through it.
I totally get you.
But
It really depends. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that's just kind of how I got through Assassination Classroom. Was I had a couple friends going, "Yeah, you'd really like this. You should watch this. You should watch this." And then like I started enjoying it, and then I did end up binging most of it, and then I ended up sick. I was sick as all hell. It was like 3 a.m, and I was getting up at like really early times during the time period that I was watching it, and that ending, that ending. So But yeah.
I've never seen it, so I have no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, just that ending. It was good. I'm not saying it was bad.
Yeah.
I was just really sick, and it was 3 a.m. So like that on top of what the ending is was
a
a
lot.
recipe. Yeah. It was a lot.
I'm getting raided.
Welcome, Raiders.
Welcome in, raiders. Let me pull up chat so I can actually see what's going on here. Thank you, Apothecary, for the raid. Now I'm seeing all of you. I don't know why it didn't show before. What were you guys? Dead by Daylight. Alright. Well, welcome in again, and I am Lantern Light Faye. I am collabing with Salix. We were originally talking about Dungeons & Dragons, but we've just kind of moved on to general chatting.
Yeah,
here.
whatever.
Yeah, whatever we're finding interesting at the time. But you know, come in and chill. We're just hanging out.
Hello.
Oh boy. Oops. Power Wash Simulator's going good.
It's good for streams like this where you just bounce off topics.
Yeah.
So we're just
Listen.
chilling.
Yeah, we're not going to stay on one singular topic. I think the only thing I could come back to is like, hey, so you want to try Pathfinder with me?
I still have that sheet open on another tab, and it's like, but it scares me. But it scares me. There is so much information going on right at the top. Like,
It's not as bad as you think. It's pretty bad.
it's not so. Well, I mean,
Like I said, I tried setting up a level 1 character, and it's definitely going to take some devoted time, I think.
yeah, it feels like it might take a little bit of time. Just a tiny little, you know.
Just a smidge.
Just a little bit, yeah.
I believe in you, though. You could do it. Let's get you through D&D 5e first.
Yeah, can we learn one at a time?
Baby steps.
Please.
Sometimes I do think about it, though, and I'm like, having played, like, JRPGs, especially, it's just like, yeah, it's like playing an RPG. You just have to do all the math manually instead of letting the computer do it for you.
Look, my personas level up on their own. I worry about moves, not their...
And remember, you don't have to worry about where your character is when you're playing a JRPG. It's just the lineup.
Yeah.
Which is why everybody has a love-hate relationship with Fireball.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I could see it. What, Fireball nearly wiped... it nearly wiped out 2 of my 3 party. You know, my party of 3. And then I killed somebody else with 1. Like, yeah, no, I can... Look, it's fine. We're not gonna worry about it.
Apothecary's asking what type of character we play. This is not my game. I am planning on playing a human ranger, though. In the D&D campaign that I'm setting up still. And Salix, do you want to describe your character?
Okay, so Salix hasn't actually played, like, she's played a single game, right? And so her friend made her character sheet. She's a rogue with what is it? Arcane Trickster? Is that the name of it? Or
Yeah,
the arcane.
you're a
Trickster?
half-elf rogue, arcane trickster.
Yeah. And she may or may not have gotten a necklace of fireballs that she may or may not have used to stop a rogue cabbage cart.
Well,
And-
at least you know you're not going to get lectured about the cabbages now.
Yeah? Look, it's fine. And look, the only witnesses were the thugs that we, like, terrified. So it's fine.
Yeah,
They're
so
not
we,
gonna say anything.
we exploded this innocent merchant and then intimidated the witnesses. It's all good. Everything's fine. Yeah, you earned that chaotic neutral.
Tell them the cabbage story. It's exactly what it says on the tin. We were trying to deliver a cake to this rich person's party. There was a cabbage cart coming near us. The other methods didn't work, so I asked how you use a necklace of fireballs. The cabbages didn't hit the cart, so I think it's a win. Or
Cake, you mean?
yeah. The word started the mix. Yeah, it's like it didn't hit the cake. We stopped the cart. Just because I may have murdered an innocent cabbage seller in the meanwhile doesn't mean anything.
Not a darn thing.
I completed the objective. It was stop the cart. I stopped the cart, didn't I?
Okay. At least the cake was safe. Yep.
Exactly. See? It makes sense, I swear.
It makes sense if you don't think about it.
Yeah.
We sacrificed a man for cake. You know what? I get it now.
See, thank you. Exactly. I knew you'd come around.
I'm sure there will be no consequences for this action in the future.
Yeah, it will be fine. Everything will work out. I believe.
Keep believing. I cannot finish this base and I don't know why. Okay, because I'm focusing on the wrong things. Like, it has a patina to it, and it's just like, okay, how do I get rid of this patina? And it's not the patina. It's just, it all looks the same.
Yeah, we've started hitting that point of the wash. Where it's going to get down to the little details and it's going to be like, okay, can you be generous for like 5 minutes, please?
Or at least let me see what I'm doing.
Yup. But any which way.
5 minutes and add... Man, I biffed that, but okay. Y'all know what I meant.
Add incoming. I love how you don't know what the physics in this game are. Like, sometimes you're just floating in midair, and then the next moment, like...
You can't even kneel.
Yeah. Yep. I'm clocking out. Have a good wash. Okay,
Have a
you
good
go take
night.
care of yourself. Yeah. Rest well. Thanks for hanging out for a little while. Go take
Man, time
care.
has flown for sure, though.
Oh, jeez, it has been 2 hours already.
How do we spend 2 hours on one thing?
That is the power of this game. Oh, I mean...
Man, just my lack of time awareness in this game. This is why I can't play it.
It's a very good head empty game.
Just like, you better not have any responsibilities. Because you'll forget them.
Yep. You're just here to relax and not think for a little bit. Turn that, smart little brain of yours off for a while.
Oh, man. I'm in trouble.
So do you want to go until we finish it, or do you think that you want to call it at some point, or?
We can call it when we're ready. I'm okay right now, but I have definitely not been drinking Monster on the side or anything. Listen, if we get
No.
off stream, I'm still gonna be playing, I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, honestly, that's fair. Brain has an on switch. Where is it? I mean, I've heard there's one.
My brain more has like a battery. Just, like, listen, there's gonna be a point where it's just like, I need a recharge.
Yeah. What are you getting stuck on?
Thanks
Stop.
for the lurk, Apothecary. Have a good night.
Yee.
You've been streaming and whatnot, so,
Yeah. Go get your rest. Do what you need to unwind a bit. I'm looking at this phone, and I really do wonder what it looks like when it's running.
The phone?
The fountain, like with the...
Yeah, I hope they show us. But they won't.
Nope. But it's
Like, I can get some idea. They've got, like, all of these urns pointing backwards for the front, and then the urns pointing forwards for these little cherub-looking gnomes.
Yeah. Like, it feels like it'd be really cool if we could actually see it,
Oh, yeah.
We're almost there.
We're getting there. We're 86%. Either we're gonna get tired of this, or we'll actually get it done. I don't know which one's happening first.
It depends on how many, like, singular specks of dirt it makes us chase down.
Yeah, I think when I reach 99% and they're like, yeah, you've missed all these spots, and it's just like, listen, nah, I didn't.
This is a future me problem.
Yeah. I've done that before. Where it's just like, you said I'm not done, but you see, you are wrong, because I have the quit button.
Yeah, that's kind of how the whole infamous Ferris wheel incident happened.
That was still just awful, and I'm surprised they haven't come up with a bug fix for that yet.
Yeah, it's like, God, I was so upset.
I don't blame you, and like, I've been on that Ferris wheel now.
Uh-huh, now imagine doing that all by yourself. So it was, yeah, I'm still upset about the stupid Ferris wheel.
And you can't even go back and finish it.
Nope, it's just marked as completed. Drives me batty. Because then you look at the actual, money earned.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, so I was like half done, just about.
Gee, I'd be so pissed.
The base symbol's still not done. Yeah, I think they've stopped doing it since they've stopped upgrading the main story.
Yeah.
Because, like, I was, playing when they were still adding new things to, like, the main section of it.
Gotcha. Man, I've looked at the games from this company as well, and it's just like, they do a lot of simulators.
Mm-hmm.
There goes my phone. Some of the simulators, I was just like, really? Because they had some, reasonable ones. I wish I remembered them right now.
Yeah.
Like, they had car mechanic simulators, and I got those for Ducky, and then I didn't realize how much reading was involved.
Yeah.
I feel like this would be his speed, though. Ah! How dare you!
Yeah, my niece likes this game. She likes this one, and, like, she's big on Stardew, too, honestly.
Oh, same. No. Stop throwing things at me. Ad time.
Yeah, this one's a good one for kids, I think, because, like, there's the little side story, but you don't actually need it. You just kind of spray things and see what happens.
Yeah. I let him loose. It was really funny. Just like, go, and he was just having a time, because I let him go on the playground.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna let him go on the treehouse.
I don't know if that's brilliant or that's one of the worst mistakes you could possibly make.
If he only pays attention to the fact that he's on the treehouse, it doesn't matter. See, he's got a treehouse, and he's young enough that that's still exciting.
You know what? That's fair. But then you'd be the one going back afterwards.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I hate the treehouse so much.
I don't blame you.
And like when you have to look straight up, like even doing it on this, I know it's gonna make me a little bit dizzy. I don't know why, but when you have to look straight up to get something, or like angle it up so that you're looking mostly straight up, it makes me dizzy as hell. So when you're doing the underside of the treehouse,
No, I get it. Speaking of which, there's a button I know I can press here to... Is it C? Yeah, there we go.
yeah.
Ah! Stop it!
Yeah, C makes it easier on some aspects. That makes me dizzy for some reason too, so I try not to use it too much.
Okay, unshrimping and drinking. Health check time.
How do
I'm
you
gonna
know
eat
you've got the
snackies,
same
too.
position? You start cracking the moment that you shift.
What?
I said, how do you know you've been in the same position too long? You start cracking the moment that you turn your head to shift.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna need like an actual stretch break here in a second.
Yeah.
Because I could feel my thighs disagreeing with me.
Yeah.
When your body just becomes a Rice Krispie, yeah.
Exactly.
Just creak them bones.
I'm getting old. I'm getting up there.
No,
in
don't say that.
age.
Don't say that. I am perfectly young and spry. Oh, my thighs. I am okay.
I'm sorry, just the time. I'm young and spry old.
No, I didn't plan for that, I swear.
That was so well timed.
Make
So
sure
you
to
were saying-
exercise and do cardio, kids. My goodness, I'm like, the tear, like, I know I'm, I'm outside of camera 1 second. But it's all tears and...
Oh, that was just brilliant timing, honestly.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I should probably stand for a second now.
Did somebody clip that? I need somebody to go clip that if they didn't.
What? And I fell. Great.
Help! I've fallen and I can't get up.
Shut up! Ah! Why would you do that? I can't even climb the ladder or laugh too hard. Oh my god. I'm on phone, clips barely work.
Oh no! So we need to remember to go back and get that.
Apparently. Oh my goodness.
Hi, welcome back. So anyway.
Yep. It's time to end stream. I've embarrassed myself enough tonight.
Okay, well it was nice. It was nice hanging out with you.
I'm good, I'm good.
Stream over, go home, everyone.
Yep.
Oh. So, anyway,
Chat requires more embarrassment. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Valaris.
No yippee. Are my sound alerts not working? Because I haven't been seeing them pop up, but I know sometimes they'll go off even if I don't see them. Are they not popping up at all tonight?
Well, I can't hear them from my side.
Yeah, Fenari's like, no yippee, because... sound alerts, please. Everything's working. Sound alerts, why? It's like, I know sometimes, like, chat can still hear them even though I don't see it on my end.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody had said anything earlier, so I just figured that's what was going on.
I always check for it because I always hear it on my side.
Yeah, I just have, like, when I'm on Discord, I have my headphones on, so I keep the speakers down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so...
You have it all going through one?
No, because, like, it distracts me if I'm, like, trying to talk to somebody, if I have, like, game audio or whatever going at the same, you know, through the same speaker.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
I see these intrusions as part of the stream.
Guess not.
Thanks for proving my point, Valaris.
Like, yeah, when I'm playing, like, by myself or if I'm doing something, like, story heavy or whatever, like, I use my speakers typically anyway, just because it's easier to sit there for long periods of time than have the headphones on for a long period.
I
But
hear ya.
it's like I'll have the speakers turned up more. But yeah, when I'm on call with somebody, I typically have it turned down just so I can, you know, hear my friends better.
Yeah, I gotta parse everything out.
Yeah. I just do not have the attention span for that. So, like,
Are we
if
not cleaning the tippy top?
I think we're supposed to be able to get up there somehow.
I guess I'll find out here in a minute. So first, let's put this back, if it lets me. There we go. Is it gonna let me pick up now? There we go. Nope.
Okay. Yep.
Nope. We don't have to clean up, like, the top bowl, I guess. I guess we'll find out here in a minute.
Huh.
Upper
Yes.
basin. They want the bowl, the edge, and the underside. They do want us to get up there somehow. What?
Ah. Well, that should be fun.
Right? That's gonna be so great.
I'm gonna have to go through and see what else OBS broke. Apparently Sound Alerts is broken, Throne was broken earlier. Like,
Jeez.
what else did you break on me? Like, honestly, I'm waiting for somebody to go, yeah, we can't hear your mic. And I
have
switched mics on me before.
Man, art streams are the ones that I need, like, checklists on, because people are like, oh, I just thought you were vibing. It's like, no, I am always talking.
Yeah, I'm fully guilty of that because it's...
I remember.
Yeah, look, there are...
No, I totally get it. You know, it's just like, watch somebody draw and vibe. I definitely
Yeah.
have, like, artists that I do that for. Because one artist, Reno Tuna, posts their full streams with no sound.
Ow! Well...
It's a VOD, but you get what I mean.
But yeah, with the music cut out though.
Just like, okay. Well, at least I get to pick my music now. There was another artist I followed, like, a long time ago that would do that and would be like, no, I just upload these with no sound. I don't want to get copyright struck, so just figure it out.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
I get it.
Yeah. Like, there are some days where I just do not have it in me to care, but that's also why it's like I'll do Demon Gummies a lot, because it's like the royalty-free stuff. They do, like, remixes of video game songs so that you can play it without getting in trouble.
Makes sense. I think you got the right idea there.
Like, get what you can from down below. And
I don't want to keep falling.
or like, I'll
Oh,
do
that's
like
right. The other one that
too.
I was trying to remember and be like, yeah, this, like, if you want to watch like fantasy anime, like, you should totally watch this. Dungeon Meshi, or Netflix calls it Delicious in Dungeon for some reason.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of that one. I like, like, has it gotten dark yet?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's like that's just got the vibes of this isn't going to stay cute and funny. Like,
It's still pretty cute and funny so far, but we've only just run into the first, like, this could be bad moment. And, you know, like, I was sitting there, like, yelling at my husband, like, you see this? I know you see this. And he's read like, he liked it so much, he's like, I'm going out of my way to read the manga. And I'm like, this is bad. And he's just like, you don't even know yet. You're making assumptions. Which just makes me go, you're hiding from me.
it's like, yeah, I'm making assumptions and you're not helping them.
What can you do?
Yeah, it's like it looks really funny, and then it's like, just I had that gut feeling. It's like this isn't going to stay really funny though.
I don't know how far along you have to get before it gets not funny, but like, you know, those, like, from the perspective of I'm caught up on the English dub. I don't know if they're releasing if they've like fully released a Japanese dub too.
Mm-hmm.
Everything up until now has been pretty great.
Mm. And that one's on Netflix, you said?
Yes.
So that would be easier access because it's like I have to borrow like Crunchyroll and stuff from people.
Gotcha.
So it's like Netflix I'd actually be able to watch with way less trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I heard that one was good though. So hey Faye, you want to do an anime night?
Maybe. It depends on what time. I've also got all of that stuff that you saw planned.
Yeah, you have definitely like, do not burn yourself out. It's like you've got a lot on
I
the
set this
docket.
up specifically so I didn't. Like, the reason I've set, like, I actually have all of these, like, coded on a calendar. Yes, I am that person. But I do, because I was just like, this is, you know, like, this is something that you kind of need to very carefully work on.
Mm-hmm.
And, the biggest thing about that is that I make sure to put plenty of time in between all of them to make sure that, like, I have time to, you know, set up.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is just like, the way that I've set it up is all y'all need to do is show up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna parkour my way up here. Haha! Okay, so you have to jump up here. Because that's fair.
Well.
Good luck! Also, is this about the D&D thing? It's partially about the D&D thing. I've actually planned for... how many? Like 4 different events.
I was going to say a few different.
Yeah, I've planned for 4 different events. You'll be seeing them as they come up, but basically, I have all of April planned out. And, let's see, what collaborations are there? There's the big Stardew one, which is already full.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Shop Talk meetup, which if you do stream, you know, I can invite you to the right server for that. And there's D&D. Oh, and the art stream with Goblin.
Yeah.
Which I don't remember if he posted or not.
I think he did.
Yeah. That one's a lot sooner, so, you know. But that one also has, like, a small spot list. I haven't checked it recently to see how many people are on that one. But yeah, I like I said, outside of, like, the art one and the shop talk, I planned it well in advance, specifically to make sure that we had time to get everything that we needed. But I also wanted to make sure that for most people, all you had to do was show up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now that I, recognize this and, like making sure everybody's chill with it, since we only have the 8 people playing, we can just run a standard Steam server.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I do. I am absolutely prone to burnout, but that's exactly why I plan things ahead. Just to be like, no, you have time to do things.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I think planning that far ahead also helps with just, like, trying not to scramble to figure out what I need to do.
Mm-hmm. That way
Ducky is
you're
still
completely
awake.
set. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I can hear him playing right now.
Mm.
Never mind. He's being put to bed. If you don't, I swear to God, I'll wrap you in a burrito blanket so heckin' fast. You gotta catch me first. I'll be the gingerbread man, just you watch. You get back here. Can't catch me! I love all the nooks and crannies on this one particular statue that I can't reach.
Right.
It's like, are you playing Power Wash Simulator or parkour with the grease?
Beg your pardon? Beg your... What? What?
What?
I don't know. I went back to the outer wall that was driving me insane. And I swear to God, I didn't see anything on the bar. And I would just start spraying things randomly. And it's like, oh no, it's clean now. What was it?
Excuse me?
I'm begging your pardon? You want to tell me what just happened? Game.
How rude.
Game, please. Nooks and crannies.
An ant left a crumb.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, oh, hey, you know that giant patch of dirt? Don't worry about it. Other times, yeah, so go find this tiny little speck. I promise you're not imagining it. It's actually there. Somewhere. You can't
Sometimes I
see
do that
it,
too,
but...
where I'm like, maybe if I just hit, like, circle around this enough times with, like, the 40, I'll get it.
Right.
Speaking of which, I hate this gnome. This gnome is exactly what they mean when they mean get gnome. I can't even reach it. Like, no, being a gnome is not unattainable, sir. You are not the king that you think you are. Let me clean you. Just looking at me with that stupid... Okay, it's done. Anyways, stupid smug face!
Apparently there's an outer wall cabinet with it. I'm not sure which one of these things is that one either. I'm just gonna keep going in circles. It's fine. Everything's fine. I will eventually find it.
Listen, while you're doing that, I am getting the thing that requires us to jump, and I am very proud of myself for being able to jump. You've been there for a good chunk of my parkour days. As in, the mistakes that I have made. Oh, we need to get over there. You gotta jump. No, I like being alive.
What? What do you mean you're like... You don't want to jump and potentially go and break your neck or...
Again and again.
I can check boxes friends while lurking in your streams. Hope you're having a good time.
Yeah. I appreciate you hanging out.
Yeah. Me clicks on a thing to go find. Also me immediately forgets what the thing I clicked on was. What was I going looking for? I don't know. Something?
And I fell.
Rip.
Ripperoni. No! I will get back up there, just you wait. If I fall off 2 things, I'm gonna be pissed. Aha!
Okay, so it looks
Probably
like
use a bigger nozzle than this.
there is a singular wall cap that I've yet to find. Because I think it's just given up telling me when something's sturdy.
Rude.
And then otherwise it's just the top of it.
It might be one of those instances where you have to
There.
like, wow, look at that. You have to come up here with me now. You got it all, though.
Frick, how do I get up here?
You gotta jump on the head of a gnome and then, like, make sure you're pressing forward while you jump.
Hey! Hey! Okay, cool.
Got it?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Don't fall. This game is truly the game of OSHA violations, though.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, kinda, sorta.
What can you do? I think all of their games are like that, though. I know, one of my friends has the House Flipper
Mhm.
game, and I'm like, I have been seriously considering it,
Yeah.
because it's like, decorate houses? Decorate
Yeah.
houses. But, you know, I think after buying this and the 4-pack of Kingdom Hearts games, I should slow down.
Yeah, see, that's why I won't play, like, but mods, but I'd have to re-buy Kingdom Hearts. That's why I
But-
don't have it on PC.
That is totally fair. That being said, I didn't buy these, but they're already on my PC.
Mhm.
I also still have to get through the rest of Baldur's Gate. 'Cause
Mhm.
I was on Act 3 and decided I needed a break.
Yeah.
And then, Elden Ring,
Hmm.
which someone else offered to play with me.
Yeah.
And he was saying something about, like, the mods, modding that game, you'll get, like, permaban. I don't know anything about that, though.
Oh, I see. That's concerning.
Don't listen to me entirely on that, but you might want to bring that up.
Yeah. Or go look into it somehow.
Yeah.
Ugh. Well, I mean...
Yeah.
Wait, don't you need a mod to play multiplayer, or am I thinking about something else?
You need a mod to play with more than 2 people at one time.
Ah, okay. Well, that's interesting.
If you want to mod and play with friends, you need the seamless co-op mod. Yeah.
Gee.
My DM was like, we should play together so I can dab and you can cry. And, I mean, it's just like, listen, I mean, you've played multiplayer games with me. That's pretty much any game that requires more than just, like, WASD and an action button.
But I did like 4 hours of Dark Souls with Mari the one time. And I'm pretty sure Mari's the only reason I didn't rage quit about 20 minutes in.
I feel that. Dab and cry, yep, sounds like a DM to me.
And it's like, yeah, so I've got Elden Rings. It is sitting there for me to ignore.
And it's just like, listen, I am a formerly gifted child. Failure is how you get, like, rage quits. And you're handing me a game that requires me to fail. Hello again, Paper. I didn't know you had gone, but, you know, we're just sitting here talking about how Elden Ring is supposed... okay, I see. I see how it is. I don't know what I expected.
Yeah, at this point in time.
Just like, hey, do you like bread? You do now. Good job. You tell him. Jeez.
But yeah, it's
How am I not done with this bowl?
because you're missing one speck of dirt. Come on now.
Uh,
Why do you think I'm circling these rocks for the nth time?
I hear you. You know what? Obviously, we need the extender to just like. Somehow that got done though.
Yeah, okay, so I think the game has just straight up given up on telling me when there's still dirt, if it's almost done, because I did not see anything in the bar just now on the basin bowl. So,
Well, I fell too far.
Oh.
We actually might get this done.
I think it's all around the edge.
Yeah, you gotta. We gotta get down here and try it. I think. Isn't that fun?
So much fun.
I didn't know a game that's supposed to be like brain off would be so maddening.
I'm telling you, it is until the moment it's not.
Yep. Maybe the underside. Yeah, you kind of need. I've seen the dirt on it. They want me to get the sides and the. I don't know about the underside per se, but they definitely want me to.
Yeah, it's like you can kind of see it sitting there on the one area that's going to be really hard to get consistently.
Yep. Let me try parkouring my way up there again. Never mind. Gonna be one of those days.
Get on the gnome,
Okay.
please. No, okay. I mean, stand on the gnome's head to get it. There we go.
Yep, I'm trying. I have the eyes of a hawk with cataracts. And shrimp. Okay, there you go. Are you even gonna... Okay, so you're at least letting me hit it. So that's something.
That's a good sign.
It is incredibly frustrating that I need to do this at all. But, you know, we pick our battles. Okay, we're done!
Hey!
Let's go.
We did it!
We did it! Somehow.
We actually got a job done.
We got the skate park done.
Yeah, that's true.
We had 3 people on that one, which was a lot faster.
I feel like the skate park's just easier in general, though, because it's all flat spaces.
Yeah, it's all just floors and walls.
Yeah. I think that's why it's one of my favorites.
Totally fair. Let me check here.
Oh, excuse me. Hey.
I think. Oh, what happened? Oh, my music suddenly stopped for no reason. I think that's a good stopping point, though.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, that works. I mean, we went for 2.5 hours, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's a decent stream enough for me.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
So, I don't have any plans. Well, I do have plans for next week. I'm going to be collabing with... No! I'm going to be collabing with Pim, just doing a smaller Stardew Valley stream on Friday. And then... I don't know what I'm doing Tuesday yet.
That's fair.
Did you have anybody in mind that you wanted to raid?
Not off the top of my head. I know I saw Lumi go live.
Yeah, Lumi went live before us.
Yeah. But
They are
otherwise.
still going right now, but they're at like 3.5 hours. There's Tuna, and knowing him, he just got started because he's in a different time zone.
We can do Tuna if you want.
I do Tuna a lot. You might have someone, Valorous? Lay it on us. And Pim's also, like, still going right now. I'm gonna wait to hear from Vol.
Yeah.
Jikiro. I've never heard of them. Let's take a look.
Let me get your chest.
It just got started. They're doing Helldivers 2.
That game is one of the ones that's like really popping right now too.
Yeah, it is. I've seen people talk about it and it looks fun. I think it's just a little too punishing for me.
That's fair.
But I think that's a good option. What do you think?
Works for me.
All right, let me go ahead and get started. For democracy. You be sure to tell them that for us.
For democracy. I hope everyone has a good night, day, whatever it is in your time zone.
Yeah, I hope this was a good entrance to your weekend. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, let me stop. Bye-bye.